An update now on the fight last week involving a Jacksonville patrol officer in the Brooklyn neighborhood. The attack was caught on cell phone video and posted on social media. At one point, the officer appears to have been wrestled to the ground while he had his service rifle on his back. Today, JSO said 23-year-old Jamisha Ramsey is suspected of being the person hitting the officer in the video. She's been charged in connection with the fight. News4JAX reporter Eric Avanier has been following the story, and he's in Brooklyn area right now. Eric?
Yes, JSO says that officer came to this location thinking that someone had been shot or there had been a shooting. But when he arrived here, they say he encountered groups of people fighting each other. And they said that when he tried to intervene, one of the people in that group attacked him.
Hey, come out!
JSO says before one of their officers was recorded on video being attacked in the middle of Edison Street, the officer was checking reports of car burglaries when someone flagged him down and said they heard gunshots from a nearby bar. The officer grabbed his service rifle from his patrol car and went to investigate. JSO says the officer encountered groups of people fighting near the intersection of Edison and Oak Street. Police identified one of the people involved in the fight as 23-year-old Jamisha Ramsey, whom they say was fighting another woman. JSO says the officer tried to separate the women, but his efforts didn't work, so he attempted to detain Ramsey and pull his taser on her when an unidentified man stepped in front of Ramsey to prevent the officer from detaining her. That's when someone started recording this video of the unidentified man physically trying to prevent the officer from detaining Ramsey. Then we see a woman in a white shirt with shorts, presumed to be Ramsey, taking a swing at the officer. Moments later, we see what appears to be a wrestling match that carries the officer to the ground with a woman on top hitting the officer. The man in the red shirt who was preventing the officer from taking the woman into custody is now trying to pull her off of the officer, while another woman appears to be trying to get them to break it up. The officer gets back up and the camera pans away. JSO says the officer managed to grab the woman by the wrist and throw her to the ground to place handcuffs on her. News4JAX crime and safety expert Ken Jefferson says this video is a perfect example of someone who is disregarding police authority.
You don't think about the repercussions. You're fighting a law enforcement officer, you're going to be charged with battery on a law enforcement officer. That's a felony. That's a serious felony. You're going to go to jail. You can do jail time for that.
Now, Ramsey is out of jail on bond, and although she has been assigned a public defender, her next court date has not been scheduled as of yet. Reporting live, Eric Avanier, Channel 4, the local station.